Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing fine and are taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon. I'm here with the video of class 7th English 2nd. In our today's video, we are going to complete the syllabus for annual examination and we are going to complete chapter number 10. Starting our today's video with the explanation of chapter number 10, that is settling into the secret annex. And what is the meaning of annex? Annex means some kind of a document. Okay, so let us first read what is the story about. The extract that follows is taken from the diary of a young girl based on a diary written in Dutch by Annie Frank, a young Jewish girl. She and her family had to go into hiding for 2 years during the Second World War. When the Jewish were being persecuted by the German soldiers, Annie began to keep a diary from her 13th birthday. Her moving account records the difficulties and suffering of innocent families during the World War. So basically, this story, this chapter is taken from the book, the story of the diary of a young girl, which was written in Dutch by Annie Frank. So this is actually an epistolary novel, which is in the form of letters only. It feels like somebody has written a letter to somebody else. Whole of the novel is in letter form only. Alright, so basically in this diary, there are the sufferings of a Jewish girl and the family of Jews, and the struggles they had because they had to live in underground because of the Second World War. Okay, let us read what happens. Thursday, 9th July 1942. Dearest Kitty, it was agreed that we would go into hiding this week. The hiding place was located in father's office buildings. Okay, so dearest Kitty, Kitty is actually okay. So she is basically writing these letters to herself only. So Kitty was one of the name that Annie was called with. All right, so she's writing to herself that it was that everybody in the family has agreed to go into hiding because in Second World War there were many wrong things that happened wrong things happened with Jewish people. So they decided to go into hiding, and the hiding was in her father's office building. Coming to the next page. Okay, that's it. Whatever she wrote was on that day only. Now coming on to the next day, that which was Saturday, 11 July 1942. Dearest Kitty, father, mother and Margaret still can't get used to the sound of the Westerstrom clock, which tells us the time every quarter of an hour. Not me. I loved it from the start. It sounds so reassuring, especially at night. Okay, so wherever they are, they have a clock that tell them the time by making a noise every quarter. That means it tells the time every 15 minutes, which can become irritating for anybody. I'll not say for her only. So she's saying that Margaret might be her sister, her father, mother and sister are get irritated because of the noise that the clock make. Okay, but she loved it because it is reassuring, especially at night. All right, reassuring means actually in Second World War people did not know when would they die. Okay, so she was making it reassuring that okay, we are alive, that's why only we are hearing these voice. You no doubt want to hear what I think of being in hiding. Well, all I can say is that I really don't know yet. I don't think I'll ever feel at home in this house, but that doesn't mean I hate it. Okay, so she's telling that okay, she wants to tell the diary what she actually thinks of going into hiding, but she cannot tell. And also she does not hate the place where she is living, but also she does not like it because it is not home. It's more like being on a holiday in some strange pension. Here means strange pension is small boarding house or a hotel. Kind of an old way to look at life in hiding, but that's how things are, and she cannot do anything about it. The annex is an ideal place to hide in. It may be damp and lopsided, but there is probably not a more comfortable hiding place in all of the Amsterdam, nor no in all of Holland. Okay, sorry. So annex means some kind of a building where people used to go and hide themselves. And previously I told that annex is a kind of document, which is also a kind of document. Annex has both of the meanings, but I thought that since it was a secret diary, so they are referring to that, but they are not, they are actually referring it to the building where people go and hide themselves. All right, so now she's saying that now things are this way only, and it is an ideal place to hide, and we won't be able to find something like this in the whole of the Amsterdam, actually in the whole of the Holland. Up till now, our bedroom with its blank walls was very bare, thanks to father who brought my entire postcard collection and film star collection here beforehand. And with a brush and pot of glue, I was able to plaster the walls with pictures. So, since the walls were very uh, black and very bare, so she put her collection of this. She put the collection of her postcards and film stars poster with the glue on the wall. It looks much more cheerful now. When the van dance arrive, we'll be able to build cupboards and other odds and ends out of the wood piled in the attic. Okay, so van dance means the people, those who are coming, the other family that is coming to share the hiding, some other Jewish family only. Okay, so she's saying that when they'll come, we will build the cupboards and other odds and ends out of the wood piled in the attic. Margaret and mother have recovered somewhat. Yesterday, mother felt well enough to cook split pea soup for the first time, but then she was downstairs talking and forgot all about it. The peas were scorched black, and no amount of scraping could get them out of the pan. Okay, so since if somebody will tell you to go and hide somewhere and live in some other place, you'll also feel bad, right? Same happened with the family of this girl Annie, because they had to live in the hiding. So her mother and Margaret, her sister, were trying to get over it. So her mother tried to make a pea soup, but what happened, she went downstairs and started to she got herself into a conversation, and then what happened, all the pea soup got burnt. Late night, the four of us went down to the private office and listened to England on the wireless. I was so scared someone might hear it, and that I literally begged father to take me back upstairs. Mother understood my anxiety and went with me. Whatever we do, we are afraid the neighbors might hear or see us. We started off immediately the first day with sewing curtains. Okay, so they are always scared that somebody might listen them, and then the people would catch them and kill them. But then they have to live there because they want to save their lives, and then they started to get themselves more secure by sewing the curtains. Actually, you can hardly call them that, since they are nothing but scraps of fabric varying greatly in the shape, quality, and pattern, which father and I stitched crookedly together with unskilled fingers. These works of arts were tacked to the windows where they'll stay until we come out of the hiding. So they actually didn't have any kind of cloth that would make proper curtains, but they had some kind of little cloth, the left out ones, and then they sewed them together because they did not know how to sew. They were very unskilled. All right, but then they were okay, they were manageable. The building on the right is a branch of the Keg Company, a firm from Zaandam, and on the left is a furniture workshop. Through the people who work there are not on premises after working hours, any sound we make might travel through the walls. We have forbidden Margaret to cough at night, even though she has a bad cough, and we are giving her large doses of codeine. Okay, so they are saying that at the right hand side of the place where they live is the cake branch from Zandar. Okay, so there is some company, and on the other side there is a furniture shop. So if they speak or do anything, the sound might travel, and people in the sideways might know that okay, somebody is there in the in this place, and the people are hiding out. So that's why her sister Margaret was not allowed to cough properly, because and since she had a bad cough, and they were giving large doses of codeine. So codeine is actually a medicine that can make people sleep. I'm looking forward to the arrival of the Van dance, which is set for Tuesday. It will be much more fun and not also as quiet. You see, it is the silence that makes me so nervous during the evenings and nights, and I would give anything to have one of our helpers sleep here. So actually she was nervous because she was bored. She did not have anybody to talk to. She did not have anybody with whom she can play or something. So she was actually bored. She wanted somebody to come and be with her. It's really not that bad here, since we can do our own cooking and can listen to the wireless in Daddy's office. Mr. Kleeman and Meep and Beb Wasulgil to have helped us so much. We are already preserved loads of rhubarb, strawberries and cherries, so the time being, I doubt if we'll be bored. We also have a supply of reading material, and we are going to buy lots of games. Of course, we can't ever look out of the window or go outside, and we have to be quiet so the people downstairs can't hear us. Yesterday we had our hand full. We had to preserve 2 crates of cherries for Mr. Coggler. We are going to use the empty crates to make bookshelves. Someone's calling me. Yours, Annie. Okay, so she has told whatever has happened with her, like how they have to preserve food, how they have to save the strawberries and cherries. They have got enough strawberries and cherries, but they have to preserve for people and for them also. And then they are not allowed to go outside, so they hear the wireless phones, and also they get to do their own cooking and cleaning, and also they are reusing the materials and using them again so that they can recycle them. And then somebody has called, so she has ended her letter. Let us see what after 11th July she has written on 21st August 1942. Dearest Kitty, now our secret annex has truly become secret because so many houses are being searched. Mr. Cockler thought it would be better to have a bookcase built in front of the entrance to our hiding place. It swings out on the hinges and opens like a door. Okay, so now she's saying that her secret annex has become secret because many of the houses are getting searched, and Mr. Coggler thinks that it would be better if they make a bookshelf and make it and put it at the entrance or to our hiding place. Mr. Vasudjil did the carpentry work. Mr. Vasud had been told that the 7 of us are in the hiding, and he's been the most helpful. Now whenever we go downstairs, we have to duck and then jump. You know what is the meaning of duck? Duck means to hide yourself by bending yourself down. Okay, and then jump. After the first 3 days, we were all walking around with bumps on our foreheads from banging our heads against the low doorway. Then Peter Van Den cushioned it by nailing a towel stuffed with the word shavings to the door frame. Let's see if it helps. Now what happens, just because they have to duck and then jump out of, so they had bumps on the forehead. But then Peter Van Den, who is a family member of Van Den family that had to come and share the secret annex, he had made something with the cushions and towels so that they don't get their head banged again. And now she wants to see if it will help or not. I'm not doing much schoolwork. I have given myself a holiday until September. Father wants to start giving me lessons then, but we have to buy all the books first. Our lives are changed. Peter's hair was washed today, but that's nothing special. Mr. Van Dan and I are always arguing. Mummy always treats me like a baby, which I can't stand. Okay, so here she's saying that she is not doing much of the home school work because she's not going to school, and also she has decided to start studying again from September, and then from then only her father will give her lessons. And now she's saying that she and Mr. Vanden always argue because, and her mother treats her like a kid, and she cannot stand that. She does not want this to happen. Now for the rest, things are going better. I don't think Peter's got any nicer. He's an obnoxious boy who lies around on his bed all day, only rousing himself to do a little carpentry work before returning to his nap. What a clock. Now she does not actually like Peter Van Dan because he's a very unpleasant person, and he speaks whenever he speaks he actually what does he do? He actually upset people. All right, and he always lies on the bed and always waking up from his sleep when he has to go and do some carpentry work, and she does not like it because she calls him a stupid person. It's a beautiful day outside, nice and hot, and in spite of everything we make the most of the weather by lounging on the folding bed in the attic. Yes, Annie. No, they lie and sit on in the attic in a very relaxed way only when it is a good day outside. Now the last letter in the book is Monday, 21st September 1942. Now today I'll tell you the general news here in Annex. A lamp has been mounted above my divan bed so that in future if I get scared at night I'll be able to pull a cord and switch on the light. I can't use it at the moment because we are keeping our window open a little day and night. Now she must have gotten scared while she was sleeping sometime. So now, just so that she does not get scared anymore, the family has actually hanged up a table lamp just above the divan bed, so that she does not get scared, and whenever she gets scared she can pull the light. But she is not allowed to do it at the moment. Why? Because they are keeping the window open for a little air. The Van Dens have built a very handy wood stained food safe. Till now this cupboard was in Peter's room, but in the interest of fresh air it has been moved to the attic. In its place there is a shelf. I advise Peter to put his table underneath the shelf, add a rug and place his cupboard where the table now stands. That might make his cubbyhole comfortable, though I wouldn't like to sleep there. So she is actually advising Peter what to do so that he can sleep peacefully. There is something happening every day, but I'm too tired and lazy to write it all down. Here's Annie. So this was the only extract that is taken. Let us see what happened. In 1944, okay, so the secret annex was discovered. So that means they lived for 2 years in that secret annex. The 8 people living there were taken to the prison camp in Auschwitz, Poland, and finally a camp in Germany. Annie died of typhus there at the age of 15. Oh my god. After the war, the diary was recovered by her father, Otto Frank. In her diary, Annie wrote that despite everything, she believed that people are really good at her. She also wrote how wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. Oh my god. The writer of this book is actually dead. And she was sent to jail because they got caught. So this was the explanation part of the chapter. I hope that you liked it, and I will see you all next week giving you the question answers and exercise of this chapter. Till then, keep studying and study good for your examinations. Thank you. Have a good day.